Good afternoon. I'm going to make some zucchini bread. It's been a long time since I've made it. Let me look at my recipe. Let's see, my note says very good. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon is enough. Good without nuts. Well, I am going to put nuts. I'm going to put pecans in there today because I just happen to have some. But let's get started. Two cups of zucchini. Okay, the recipe calls for 2 cups of grated zucchini, and you do use it with the peeling on there. And after you get it measured out, you have to put it in some paper towels or a kitchen towel and squeeze the moisture out of it. Okay. Now, I'm not sure how many zucchini I need, so that'll be a note that I can make on my recipe so that, when I think, oh, I'd like to make some, do I have enough zucchini? And of course, now if you have a garden, you won't have that problem. You can just go out and pick your whatever you need, and that'll be fine. Okay. No need of y'all watching me grate zucchini. Okay, I grated 2 cups of zucchini. Still have zucchini left, so I used 1½ zucchini. So I'll put these in the refrigerator. I can eat these for dinner. And the ends that I have left over, I'll save those for my grand piggies, Opal and Panda. So let me take care of that. Okay, I'm going to put this zucchini on some paper towel. And I'll tell you, paper towels are a luxury for me. When my husband was still living and the kids were at home, I did not buy paper towels because everybody wants to grab a paper towel. They're so convenient. But after my husband passed away and the kids moved out, I started buying paper towels. Y'all might think that's terrible of me, but I didn't want to waste money on paper towels. Okay. Now, take these out. Put them back in that cup there. Okay. I like to try to clean up as I go. I haven't always been good at that. Just depends on my mood. But making these YouTube videos, it works out for me if I clean up as I go. I can make more videos and not be discouraged from thinking, oh, I got such a big mess. I can't make a video today. All right, let's see here. Grate zucchini and squeeze out extra moisture in paper towel. Beat eggs. Okay. A little bowl. Oops, got a shell in there. There we go. Okay, beat 3 eggs. Okay. Oops, that's loud. Now, if I had read this recipe through, which I sometimes do, I would have saved myself a dish, because I'm just going to add this beaten eggs to the bowl pan here. All right, let's see. Beat eggs, add oil. How much oil? 1 cup. Okay. And I have to add the zucchini, so I'll do that so I can measure the oil. 1 cup. Woo! I just made it. Okay. Eggs, oil, sugar. How much sugar? 2 cups of sugar. Okay. All right, this is a 1/2 cup. Boy, that seems like a lot of sugar. It does make 2 loaves. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess if you have somebody in your family who's diabetic, you might not want to make this. Okay, let's see. What else do I have to put in there? Eggs, oil, sugar, zucchini, and vanilla. Okay, this one's just about out. 1, 2, that's good. Don't like measuring vanilla, I just like putting it in there. Mix well by hand. Add dry ingredients and stir. Okay, mix this up. Now, if you have a garden, you could make up some zucchini bread and put it in your freezer and have, you know, winter time comes along and you could just pull out a loaf of zucchini bread, or you can make up zucchini bread and share it with your neighbors, or take it to the church picnics or homecomings, or you know, you find out somebody's sick, you could take them a loaf of zucchini bread. And especially if you have a garden and you go out and you pick your zucchini and you think, oh, I got them all. Next day you go out there and lo and behold, there's a zucchini out there this big. And that would be perfect for zucchini bread. You'd have to cut the seeds out of it. but it would be good. Okay, mix by hand, and then I have to add the dry ingredients, which is 3 cups of flour. Make sure this cup is dry. Okay. So far, it's pretty easy. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've made this, so it's almost like cooking it again for the first time. 2 cups and 1 cup. And I'm going to add the rest of my dry ingredients to this cup of flour and mix it around so that it mixes well in the bowl. Okay, let's see. Teaspoon of soda. Teaspoon of soda. Okay. And 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. 1/4 of a teaspoon. 1/4 of a teaspoon is not very much. And a teaspoon of salt. Okay, just stir that around. Okay. Now let me check and make sure I got everything in there. 3 eggs, 1 cup of oil, 2 cups of sugar, 2 cups of zucchini grated, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, a teaspoon of soda, 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder, 3 cups of flour, that would be all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of salt, cinnamon. See, it's a good thing to check. 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, okay? I am going to put 2 teaspoons in there. You noticed I made a note that 1 was good. But the secret is that my husband was not fond of cinnamon. So if a recipe called for cinnamon, I just wouldn't put as much in there. But since it's just me, I put in the 2 teaspoons. Or if nobody likes cinnamon in your family, well, don't put it in there. Find some other spice you like and put in there, or just leave it out altogether. It's not gonna change up your recipe as far as, you know, how it cooks and that sort of thing. Okay, let me kind of mix that flour so it doesn't fly everywhere. I'm looking forward to having some of this. I've been wanting something sweet for several days, and every time I think, oh, I'm going to make me some so-and-so, I think, no, I'll save that for a video. So, all right, let me mix it now. Okay, you noticed I lift up on my mixer when I take it out. That way it has time to get rid of most of the batter on the hooks. Okay, now this makes 2 loaves, so I'm going to put it in 2 loaf pans and I'll be right back. Okay, spray these pans. I'm going to spray them over the sink so all that doesn't get everywhere. Now I noticed something about these sprays, these cooking sprays. They used to come out in a nice misty stream, and now they kind of just spray everywhere. Okay, now you notice I have a glass pan and a aluminum pan, and they're going to cook at different times. Glass, usually your things will get done quicker, so I'll have to keep my eye on it. And this cooks at 350 for 350 for 50 minutes. And I'm going to cook them in my air fryer on bake. And before I even decided to use the air fryer, I put both of these pans in here just to make sure that they both fit. And they do. Okay, now this aluminum pan is a little bit bigger, so I'll put more in it. And I want to mention this spatula I have here. My sister-in-law gave me this many Christmases ago. They're Rachel Ray. They're supposed to be able to withstand 500 degrees. And there was a set of 3. And I kept the big one and the little one, and I gave the middle-sized one to my sister. I thought she might enjoy having it. Okay, my air fryer is on. It's preheating. I'm learning that about it. I've put stuff in there and said, why isn't it doing right? And it's because I didn't give it time to preheat. I put an extra 3 minutes on there. I'll see how it does. Okay, another little tip. When I sprayed the pan, it got a spray up around the edges. If you'll wipe that off, then that oil will not bake onto your pan. That way you don't have those little brown spots after you get to baking stuff. Okay, they're ready to go in the oven. Well, my aphantasia has hit me again. Out of sight, out of mind. I put my pecans in the oven so they could toast a little bit. Forgot all about them. Oh well, I'll let them cool off and I'll put them in something else. Because the zucchini bread it'll be fine without the nuts. Better, of course, but it'll still be just as good. Okay, the zucchini bread is ready. And I let them cook for 52 minutes. They're both done. Use my handy dandy ice pick. Yes, they're done. And let's see if they'll come out. Ooh, it's hot. Very hot. Nope, doesn't want to come out. Now, if I had put them, like shortening, they would have just plopped right out. But because I used the convenient cooking spray, they didn't just plop out. Let's see if that works. Whew, it's hot. Let's see about this one. Nope. Well, that's fine. I am going to put them on the Gen Air vent for them to cool. But of course, in the meantime, I really need to try some, don't you think? Let me get a plate. All right. And I like crusty ends, so I'm going to get the end of this one. Whew. There you go. Let's see. How does it taste? Okay. Smells good. Smells like cinnamon. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't, but you could spread a little butter on top of a hot slice, or even have some soft cream cheese. Well, somebody's calling me. That's the end of the video anyway. So y'all have a good evening, a good day, and be kind to somebody. Okay, y'all, I'm back with this zucchini bread. It's the next day. Y'all don't look. Y'all don't look. You don't want to see how much I've eaten. It was turned out really good. And I think one thing I forgot to mention is that the top of the zucchini bread will have cracks and be irregular on the top. That's the nature of the beast. So I'm going to cut these into slices, and I'm going to wrap them in wax paper and put them in a baggie. And you can put these in the freezer and just take out some when you want some. I have to do this with most sweet things like cakes and all that, because I will just keep eating them till they're gone. So let me cut it all. But I can tell you, I was real pleased with this zucchini bread. And I really would suggest that if you have a garden or plan on having a garden and plant a zucchini, that this would be a excellent thing for you to mix up and put in your freezer to have for, you know, when you're wanting something sweet, or you want to give some to a sick friend, whatever. Okay, let me get this out of here. Wrap that up. I have to say the texture, it's kind of dense and quite enjoyable to eat. I had a slice this morning for breakfast, and because of that, that's why I know I need to wrap this up, put it in the freezer, out of sight, out of mind, at least for me. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, I have sliced up the zucchini bread. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 slices in here. Dated the bag, May 16th, 2024, zucchini bread. That can go in the freezer. And what I couldn't get in the bag, and I didn't want to grab another bag, just wrap these in wax paper also, and I'll put them in the refrigerator, and I can snack on those. So I figure you can get north or south of 16 slices. If you slice them thinner than I did, you get more slices, or thicker, you get less. But around 16 slices. And I hope you'll give it a try. And I hope you'll enjoy it. And remember, you don't have to put the same spice in there, cinnamon. You can put something else. I don't know. Whatever you like. Some kind of, sweet spice, cardamom, or nutmeg, mace, whatever. Okay, well, I'll let that be it. And y'all have a great day, a good evening, and please be kind to somebody. Bye.